you are not maximizing this card correctly.
You can apply with your EIN. This does not count towards the 524 rule. So you can get all the benefits and none of the hurt. The best
Right.
part is they both have zero annual fee. Two prime cards that are available on the open market, and that is the Amex Business Prime card and conversely the personal Chase Prime card, the Amazon Prime card. Essentially, both of these cards operate in the same fashion with their points accrual. The only difference is because they have different issuers, they have different buyer protections, but it's negligible. But the big hitch is normally people who are looking for personal cards, they tend to just turn their mind off to business cards, and that is where it's at. You can really
Mm.
start good business funding, good habits as far as, creating a business and keeping your business expenses separate.
Mm.
And it's 2023. A lot of people got side hustles. A lot of people are trying to do everything they can to fight food costs, to fight gas costs. So, why not be official?
That's right. And you touched on something that a lot of people, they either water down or they simply do not take it serious. And that is separating your business expenses from your personal expenses. And here, I know everybody uses Amazon. And if they own a business, I know that they're buying business material in some way, shape, form, or fashion, upgrading things in their business and such. But again, man, I'm glad that you touched on that because people don't take that seriously enough. So now we know that there's different cards out there, right?
Mhm.
With Amazon. But let's break that down. Number one, what two cards are available with Amazon and what makes them so different?
Well, the very first one, at least the first one that I showcased, was the Chase Amazon Prime Visa Signature Rewards card. Now, this card is ultra popular in the credit card community. And it is because you get 5x backs at Whole Foods,
Mm.
at Amazon, on your Amazon Prime purchases. You get 5% back when you actually use it to re-up your Prime account. So you save a lot, and you can use these points to subsidize your Prime purchases. Some of my YouTube equipment was free because I used my points as always. But the reason I wanted to shift focus to the business card is because, like I said, a lot of people have side hustles. I know them. You're a YouTube creator. This is a hustle that
That's right.
we have as well. So, with that, most people are scared because they don't know what business applications entail. And basically, they just want all the same information. They just want your projected income.
Mm.
So, it's a reasonable estimation. So, if you're first year in business, you don't want to say you're going to make $43 million in the year. You know what I mean? You just want
Right.
to have something reasonable because, and this is a little related to it, but I discovered a long time ago that in this day and age, it doesn't pay to be a person, it pays
Mm.
to be a business.
Mm.
Businesses love doing business with other businesses. So if you start getting business credit, you can start investing in the business of you. So I have quite a few business cards, and this is definitely a card I wanted to showcase because in addition to that, Chase does have the 524 rule. And if you get more than 5 Chase cards in 2 years, they will lock you out of their ecosystem. So this is a great way to experience that if you're locked out. And then on top of that, and this is the last thing, because business cards don't report, most of them don't report to your personal credit. This does not count towards the 524 rule. So you can get all the benefits and none of the hurt.
Mm. All of the benefits and none of the hurt. Man, you know what? See, guys, listen, Chad is giving you guys the game right now, okay? Because, like you said, a lot of people, they have side hustles, right? And a lot of people may be considering this particular card. But if they don't understand one about that chase no rule, which we'll get into very soon, but if they don't understand that, then that may put themselves in a position. But now, okay, how can a person maximize these cards? Because again, there's two cards, but what's the biggest differences between these two cards?
The biggest difference is that with the Amex business card, they also have included business categories like AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. And in addition to that, you have the backing of American Express's buyer protections and some travel protections on there as well. I don't have all of them with me, but that's essentially literally they almost operate exactly the same, except for that business application. The fact that when people see the word business, it just spooks them. You
Mm,
you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that is it. it is actually a really good card. As a matter of fact, after I've done the video, some of my colleagues have actually picked the card up. I had the Chase card and I've had it for so long, there's no point in me canceling it, or else I would pick it up. It to
Mm.
be in addition to my other 8 Amex cards.
Wow. Wow. See, and see, look, y'all see how Chad just slid that in there, right? In addition to all the rest of the cards that he has, which let's go ahead and talk about that as a quick sidebar. How many credit cards do you have, Chad?
Right now, I have over 25 active cards.
25 active cards. Man, see, that's a whole nother video. We don't, I know you ain't got that kind of time today. So, but that helps out. But see, here's the thing, guys. We're only bringing you people that know exactly what's going on. All right. So now, Chad, let's go back to the cards. Now, how
Mhm.
can a person truly maximize those cards? Okay. With Amazon, because obviously you said one is for personal and one is for business. So which one, how does that work again?
Well, with that, if you have both cards, which is totally a given, you can have both. The best
Right.
part is they both have zero annual fee. So there's no outlay by you. In addition to that, both of them come with a gift card on your first purchase. So you
Mm.
definitely want to take advantage of that. But what I would highly suggest is, if you're just starting in the game and you have both cards, I would separate the business card for any and all business expenses, period, through Amazon that you can get. So, like for me, for instance, it would be my softbox lighting, my microphones,
Mm.
and then you would angle your personal expenses towards the personal prime card. Now, there's also an Amazon warehouse site as well that you can get discounted equipment and things of that nature that I've also done videos on. And then it's just about prudent planning and understanding that with that prime, when you don't have these cards, you're paying 5% more than anybody else. And just being very prudent and very strategic about your purchases.
That's right. See, he just said it. Being strategic about your purchases, right? How many of you all are truly being strategic about your purchases? How many of you all have businesses and you're buying things? It may not even be on Amazon, but assuming that you're buying something business related on Amazon and you are not using this card correctly, you are not maximizing this card correctly. It's just that one is for personal and then one is for business. Can you repeat that again? Like which one is for personal, which one's for business?
Okay, the Chase Amazon Prime Visa Signature Card
Yeah.
is going to be a personal card issued by Chase. It does
Mm,
fall subject to the 524 rule.
mm.
And then the Amazon Prime Business Card is a business card that is issued by Amex. So the reason it's important is that business cards issued by Amex, they're one of the issuers that, although they need your personal credit to guarantee the card,
Yeah.
it does not fall on your personal credit report. So any utilization that you will hold on there will not be carried by your personal credit. Most businesses, they have things that they have to spend on. And another thing I wanted to add is that one of the best things about the business card is that you get a spending report. And I cannot reiterate how important that is for you to keep track of your spending, your business spending. And once you separate, you can actually, see how you can streamline that in order to help your business, whether you're a startup or you're an established firm.
Man, I hope you guys heard that. Whether you are a startup or you're an established firm, you still should consider these types of credit cards. And then to kind of touch on what you said earlier, you guys don't have to be going crazy on the application. Okay. And then, were there any additional tips you wanted to let people know about that particular, like how that application process works?
Well, with the application process, and this is what I tell people when they're filling out business applications, there are a couple of ways you can do it. You can apply as a sole proprietor,
Mm.
or if you have an EIN, which is free to get from the IRS, you can apply with your EIN. So those are going to be the defining identification numbers that they're going to be looking for. One of them, it will attach the card to your business while being guaranteed by your personal credit. And the other one, you are the business. So basically on the card it would say your name twice, or if you put a DBA on there. So that is another thing that tends to trip people up. But I tell people all the time, if you don't have an EIN, if you don't have all your documentation just yet, you can feel free to use your social security number, because they're still going to need your social to guarantee the business loan anyway.
Wow. Wow. See, guys, he just broke down how to use it. First off, how to apply for this card, the differences between these cards, how to maximize everything, all the rewards and points that you can get with these cards, guys. He literally just laid out the entire foundation. Well, listen, Chad, I know you got to run. We greatly appreciate your time. But here, before we leave out, are there any last tips that you want to give to the people before we head out?
Well, my big thing lately is travel. I am team travel. I earn a ton of points with my Amex. Look, whatever cards you have, optimize your spend. Understand that when you spend and you get that return, you can do great things with these points. There are secrets out there that you are not privy to, but I would love to share them with you, like how I took my wife to Paris for our first anniversary for $5.60 a person.
That's wow. Look at that, $5.60, and he going out the country, passport stamped. Okay, so listen, we not gonna take up a lot of Chad's time. So if you guys want to learn more about his travel hacks, his travel tips, and how he uses his travel credit cards, head on over to his YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel as well too, so you guys can learn more about how he's most definitely winning at this credit card game. Well, again, thanks again so much for your time, Chad. We greatly appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you, sir.